Welcome back to Gay by Gay, guys.
Oh my god, jeez. My eyes are still teary.
Yeah.
Because I laughed so hard at that last part. It got me bad enough the first time saying that the ship was taking off.
Yeah.
Her repeating that the ship was taking off just sent me.
I think my favorite part was building C.
Building C. Literally while we were sitting here, while I was calming down, Aaliyah drew me a picture of what she was imagining. So she draws like this little semicircle, like this upside down semicircle. And then she draws like 3 rectangles on top of it. And then she explained that when the ship is ready to take off, it like gets a bubble dome over it. And then it just like, the whole thing just like lifts up into the air, hovers up into space. And
it takes off.
I mean, we said it was a cruise ship. We never said it was like an ocean cruise liner.
No.
It's a space cruise liner, very obviously, because it's going to be taking off at 9 a.m. It's very well known.
Call Elon Musk.
Oh my god.
So it's your turn to read, Abby. Are you going to make it?
No.
At least it's so bad it's comedic.
Honestly, I am actually having a lot of fun with this.
Yeah,
yes, I'm cringing, and yes, I hate some parts of it, but I have not laughed that hard in quite some time. That sent me. I was having like a fit.
I'm excited to hear from Indy now.
All right, so Chapter 4, which is not called Chapter 4, it's called Indy, June 1, 2017, 8:59 a.m. Once again, we're 1 minute off.
Yep, we're gonna see.
Every time we're just 1 minute off. We can't be 9 a.m. Oh my god, we're 1 minute away from the ship taking off. I'm so excited. It's gonna take off. It's gonna take off in a minute. All right, we gotta read this fast because I need to see this ship take off. This is really exciting, Indy, my mom.
Read it.
I don't want to. You read something I don't think I want a part of. This is really exciting, Indy, my mom smiled, putting her hand on my back as we stood on Hello, Darling's balcony of many waiting.
Of many waiting.
What?
The balcony of many waiting.
Yep. It should have said one of Hello Darling's many balconies waiting for the ship to take off, but it literally, it reads, as we stood on Hello Darling's balcony of many waiting for the ship to take off. I'm at a loss for words. I wouldn't have wanted to come with anyone, I wouldn't have wanted to come with anyone else. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, apparently. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to come with me. Yes, very clearly on this very sexual cruise ship, I want my daughter to come with me.
She doesn't know yet. I still think it's only, what's her name? Juniper, not Jupiter.
Not Jupiter, it's Juniper. Yeah, she's just a neckbeard.
Isn't that a professor in Pokemon?
Professor Juniper? Yeah, it is. What year did that game come out?
I don't know.
I think we may have found a connection, you guys.
You boys.
We both knew I was the only one she had, but I just smiled back at her, knowing that even if she did have other people in her life, I would still probably be number one.
I mean, you're her kid.
I cannot think of a single time I have ever thought to myself, Mom and I both know I'm the only one she has, and even if she had other people, I would still be number one. I've never thought that.
I don't know why these characters are so self-centered.
Yes. Because the author is. When you are writing, you have to find a way in order to write good characters. Every individual has flaws and has good things and bad things about them. When you are an author writing fiction like this and you are creating characters, you cannot just be you anymore. You need to get into the head of your character. How do they think? How do they act? How do they feel? Every single character in this story reads as being the exact same character, all of which are just Amberlynn. They're all self-centered. They're all obsessed with sex. They're all just different versions of Amber, and the only difference is that they look different.
Amberlynn or Anne Boleyn?
Do not taint her good name that way, my dude. Anne Boleyn deserves more respect than that. Okay, hello, darling ladies. Who's ready for a month full of fun?
Oh, it's like a kid's jungle gym now.
Who's ready for some fun? The intercom announced. I sat and wondered how we were able to even hear it over all the females and constant chatter mixed with the openness of the boat and ocean.
That's so gross. The females and they're talking like chickens.
Yeah, constant chatter, sure. Over all of the females.
Over all the females.
All of the females.
That's like, okay, how can you love women and say stuff like that?
I don't know any time that I've ever walked in and said, oh, look at all the females here. Look at all the males here. Look at all these 2,000 passengers and each one has a vagina.
Stop. Like, walking into a place and, like, you need to hear things and you're just like, I can't hear it over all these females. Ew.
Yeah, like, this is so neckbeardy.
I know.
I hate it. Everyone cheered, including Mom, which made me smile even bigger. As we all know, we will all be stuck with each other for a full month, so we better make some friends and enjoy the time. We have a lot of things planned for everyone, and the most important rule is to have fun. Is this a kindergarten class?
I don't know.
And on top of that, can I just say that it's the announcer apparently saying this?
Yeah.
As we all know, we will all be stuck with each other for a full month. I feel like when you're trying to sell a positive experience to your passengers, you're not going to phrase it as we're all going to be stuck together for a month.
Like it's the apocalypse.
We're all going to be stuck together, so be nice to each other, children.
I feel like, okay, I think for sure now I can say that it was not marketed as like a sex cruise or like a hookup cruise.
No, because very obviously this is like some sort of weird kiddie garden,
or even,
like daycare set on a spaceship that is just meant to take care of all of these females for a little while.
Yeah, like it's not even a dating thing. It's just like a all women's, have fun, chill out cruise.
And I mean, sure, some women may feel more comfortable with that,
of course, yeah.
like, sure. But the fact that Juniper makes it all about sex constantly, oh, no. Nope.
No.
More cheers. So let's do this. The ship's horn was intensely loud, and before we knew it, we were all waving out to the friends, family members, loved ones, and strangers of all the passengers on Hello, Darling, as the ship moved from the dock slowly at first. What kind of run-on sentence was that?
That's a long one.
That was a single sentence, people. Like, one sentence. The ship's horn was intensely loud, and before we knew it, we were all waving out to the friends, family members, loved ones, and strangers of all the passengers on Hello, Darling, as the ship moved from the dock slowly at first.
Ugh.
That is one sentence. Nope. Don't like. Dislike. Thumbs down. Nope. The sound of the ship and the lap of the water was peaceful.
Is that how you say
I thought, wait a minute.
What?
The ship's horn was intensely loud.
But.
Next sentence. The sound of the ship and the lap of the water was peaceful.
I guess. And
you know what's really peaceful, you guys? The sound of a goddamn foghorn.
Like we waved.
That's very peaceful, you guys.
Listen.
Just so peaceful.
The foghorn blew. We were all cheering. We waved for about 5 seconds, and then everyone was gone.
It was so peaceful, and we just heard the lapping of the water.
The lapping of the water.
I looked over at my mom, and she had a tear run down her cheek, but I could tell she was happy. There was a difference in her now than her tear. What? There was a difference in her now than her tears she shed earlier. Nope. No. Incorrect. Where's the problem? I think than is the wrong. It should be then. There was a difference in her now than her tears she shed earlier is how this is written. I don't think that's correct.
My brain hurts.
Yep. She looked hopeful now. Her golden hair was... Is she Rapunzel?
I guess.
Her golden hair was flowing in the wind, and she looked better than she had in months as the sun hit her cheeks. She's describing her mother. She's describing...
Her mane. Blew in the wind.
I looked around and saw nothing but estrogen. What the hell?
The hormones. The chemical compounds. All of the estrogen.
Who says that? I looked around and saw nothing but estrogen. Yup.
Read the next sentence, please.
It didn't bother me since I was a lesbian after all.
I have never once in my life, identifying as a lesbian or not, looked at a group of women and said, yes, all of the estrogen.
All of the estrogen, you guys.
It's just seeping. It's seeping out of them.
I saw nothing but estrogen.
How do you see estrogen?
So you're literally not even seeing them as people anymore. You're literally not even seeing them as body parts. We've bypassing them as genitalia. We are just seeing them as hormones.
You can't even see estrogen.
It's like saying, oh, I see all of your electrons over there.
Yeah. Hey, I like your blood cells. The fuck?
Oh, this is garbage.
Should we take a break, Abby?
Yeah, we're like halfway through
Yeah.
this chapter. We originally thought that we were going to do like one chapter like every 10 minutes, but this needs to get picked apart. I can't stop. I can't.
We need to analyze. We need to analyze this.
Analyzing the writing, analyzing the referencing, analyzing just how trash this trash is. Trash on a trash mountain. I hate it.
So that was a trash on the trash mountain.
This is terrible. Okay. Okay, we'll be back.
Hey y'all,
We're back.
I can see your estrogen.
Stop! I can see your estrogen from here.
Oh. What a pickup line.
2 people sitting in my basement and each one has a vagina. Disgusting. I hate this book. I hate this book.
You call it a book.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know what it is either.
Other than Trash on Trash Mountain.
Trash on trash mountain. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay, so picking up from where we left off. I looked around and saw nothing but estrogen. It didn't bother me since I was a lesbian after all. I just hadn't been interested in anyone since Rose. Oh no.
What's your middle name?
I don't like this anymore. I am severely uncomfortable now.
It's your self-insert coming.
Stop.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's keep going. Let's find out who this
Stop.
Rose person is.
Fuck. I just hadn't been interested in anyone since Rose, who had left me 7 months ago because she realized she actually wasn't into girls after all. So bi-curious, okay? We were together for almost 4 years.
No, she wasn't into girl. What? Wait. 7 months. They were together for almost 4 years. I mean, listen. As someone who dated a man for almost 4 years,
I was sitting here like just staring over at Aaliyah.
that happens sometimes, and that's okay. It might be hard to deal with. I wouldn't know.
She is the reason I came out to my parents, and look where that got me.
No.
She's literally blaming her ex for everything that's gone wrong in her life.
No, she is not the reason you came out to your parents. That's your decision no matter what.
And on top of that, even if you were dating this girl, that doesn't change the fact that, yeah, you're still a lesbian.
Yeah.
So saying, you could say, oh, she was the catalyst, but ultimately that's still who you were as a person. So are you saying that if it hadn't been for her, you would have just denied yourself as a person for the rest of forever? Like, what does that imply?
It implies, like, oh, this ex caused me this hurt about me coming out, but that's not how that works.
It's literally just pushing the blame onto somebody else.
Yeah.
Because you just can't handle the situation for yourself. Oh, no, I said situation. Oh, no. We're devolving.
It's a situation.
I'm turning into Amberlynn.
I mean, you say gorl enough.
Gorl.
Unironically in real life.
It's because it's always in the back of my head haunting me. I had been with a few girls before her, but something was different about her, and she was the only girl that I would have done absolutely anything for. She broke me and shows absolutely no remorse.
Don't say that about her.
That's just, oh my god,
kind of damaging.
And even then, this kind of confirms the fact that it's not like, oh, she thought she was straight, and then she realized she was a lesbian with Rose, and then she came out to her parents. She was dating other girls before Rose.
Yeah.
So Rose is not the problem here.
Yeah.
The problem is that she came out and her parents had a bad reaction to it. That has nothing to do with your girlfriend, your ex, your anything.
And, like, she broke me. Yeah, I get that.
She broke me, and she shows absolutely no remorse for it.
I don't think she goes...
I've destroyed my ex because I like men.
Yeah, or I don't think she went at the end of 4 years, like... Oh, I'm just gonna leave you because I'm actually, like, not into girls after all.
No matter what, I don't think that's how you end, like, a solid 4-year relationship.
It's not like she, like, cheated on you and did something really terrible to you.
Just, oh my god.
I understand hurting about it. But
I hate this victim mentality.
I know.
Like,
okay.
Oh, this is all someone else's fault.
Okay, let's go.
Miss me with that. Are we still going to... Whoa. Oh, are we still going to that get to know the passengers you live with thing later today at 11 a.m.?
Later today? Why can't you just say thing at 11 a.m.?
I mean, how often do you look at someone and be like, hey, do you want to meet up at 11 a.m.? How often do you want to meet up at 11? Or do you want to meet up at 11 in the morning?
You know... If it's a work situation, I use the AM and PM just to make sure. But, like, if I'm talking to, like, a friend, I'm not like,
Yeah, because I would look over and be like, if you were to say 11 and I go, not AM or PM, I would go 11 in the morning or at night.
Yeah.
Like I would never say 11 PM
or later.
Yeah, just,
later.
And just all the hyphens in here. Get to know the passengers you live with thing. I don't like that.
No.
Mom asked after we both enjoyed the ship being set off of to sail. Oh no.
Set of to sail.
Mom asked after we both enjoyed the ship being set of to sail.
At least she didn't say taking off.
Shut up. Don't bring that up to me. So the ship did not take off, you guys. It set of to sail.
It's set of to sail.
It's set of to sail. Being on the water felt so soothing for me as the foghorn is blowing in the background and people are cheering and
Forget
waving.
about the chattering females.
And all the estrogen surrounding
They
you.
just stopped. They stopped with
It's so peaceful.
silence.
It's so soothing.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was not going to be one of the many who probably got seasick.
Shouldn't it be new?
Yeah, I know I was not going to be one of the many who probably got seasick.
Okay.
Why didn't you just say, I'm sure several people were going to be seasick, but I didn't feel that way, or I felt like I wasn't going to be seasick.
I'm not usually seasick. I'm glad not to be one of the many who will be.
Exactly. Like, why this terrible, terrible phrasing?
I know.
Yes, if that... Oh, this is another big thing for me. When people are talking, conjunctions are used. Mm-hmm. It's, there, that sort of thing. I don't like it when people write full out sentences like this.
Yeah.
Yes, if that is what you want to do. This is your vacation, so we will do what you want to do.
No,
yes.
No. Will you want to?
Especially because this is meant to be dialogue. It should be, if that's what you want to do. Not, yes, if that is what you want to do.
Yes.
Who talks like that?
No one.
And okay, so I would even nitpick this a little bit if it was like just written, but the fact that it's meant to be dialogue, you have to think about how people actually talk.
Yeah.
And that is not how people talk. Yeah. I smiled at her. I really did not mind.
I really did not mind.
I really did not mind what we did. Oh, well, I can't even read because
your brain stopped functioning.
It is. Like, once you start reading this thing, like, it slowly just devolves. I really did not mind what we did, but getting to know the other passengers really did sound fun to me. Oh, I see what she said. I was literally confused because I was trying to, like, get a grasp on what she was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. So she's saying that, I don't care what we do. Getting to know the other passenger sounds fun, though. Yeah. Why wouldn't you say that as dialogue?
More naturally.
Because this is so forced that it took me a second to even process what it was trying to say. Mm-hmm. I'm not a shy girl. Free-spirited is what most of my friends call me, and that's in quotations. Free-spirited. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I know this was time for me and my mom to spend some time together, but I think it would be good for her if she met some friends on here her age, and I wanted that for myself as well.
So there are other moms on the ship, or at least other MILFs, old ladies.
Each one has a vagina, my dude.
Oh, no.
And can I just point out that I almost said Jupiter. Juniper has not seen a single one that she would not love to make go wild. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So there are apparently multiple MILFs on this ship that Juniper would love to make go wild.
God, I'm uncomfortable.
So am I. Definitely, she looked out into the water smiling. The water really was an absolute stunning sight. The sun reflected on it in such a magical way that made you never want to look away.
I mean, I guess sometimes that makes my eyes hurt.
And that is where the chapter ends.
Yeah.
What is with her, like, ending chapters so abruptly?
I don't know.
I normally you end a chapter when you want to change the scene or when a character has had, like, a major thought or a major revelation of some sort. Even if you said, I wasn't shy and, I was looking forward to meeting new people, sure. Instead of just phrasing it as, the water's really nice, it has the sun on it, and then you don't want to look away. Instead of phrasing that, why wouldn't you phrase it as, it was hard to push Rose to the back of my mind, but looking out at the water made it somehow more simple. Like, that would be a better place to end off, just because it brings in a little bit of tension. It just ends so flatly.
For you, you're smart because you do right thing. I don't do right thing. I mean, do poetry thing, but not right thing. So
I love your phrasing.
So in my preferences, like, I don't mind the switching perspectives. However, I hate almost all of the characters.
They're all just the same copy-paste character. One character is no different from the other because at this point, they're all neckbeardy sleazebags.
Not all of them.
None of them have respect for women.
Indy's mom seems pretty nice.
She hasn't said anything. And we also don't get her inner monologue.
She's crying, yeah. Oh, you're right.
We don't get her inner monologue. Yeah. Every person that we actually get some insight into is so terrible that I wish they would jump off the ship and drown in the water.
And even, like, the dialogue style. Like, the dialogue style is in such little pieces. Because it's, like, dialogue, answer, internal thoughts.
Yeah.
Dialogue, internal thoughts. And never, like, a chunk.
It's never like a full conversation. No. Even if it's phrased where it seems like it should be a full conversation, you get like a full breakdown in between. Instead of just, having them finish their conversation, it ends up being like a small bit of the conversation and then a whole bunch of observations and then a small bit of the conversation and then like a giant backstory and then a little bit more of the conversation. Like, do the conversation and then break it down.
Because you really don't get a lot of interactions that are interesting between the characters right now.
No, not at all. The only interactions have been them eating, talking sleazily about women.
Yeah.
And the only other inner monologue stuff that we've gotten is either super Mary Sue-ish, like, oh, poor me, so tragic, or it's been, ladies.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad.
It's so bad. Give it up for subtle character development. Nope, right at you all at once.
Character development? The only thing I'm seeing developing is my,
characters underdeveloped.
My hatred for this book is the only thing developing. I hate it.
It's okay.
Alright, that's it for this episode, thank God.
Yep.
We will talk at you in the next one.
Yep, take it gay by gay, guys.
Bye.